Okay guys, so let's just stand up tall, take our feet wide, toes to the corners. Let's take a big breath in and a breath out. And breathe in and breathe out. This time stretch your breathe in, legs are straight, arms come out to shoulder height, palms facing down. Transfer slowly to the right, come back to center, transfer slowly to the left. Good, so trying not to tip the spine, trying just to move through the legs. Inhale and exhale, good. Drop your arms, inhale up once again. Exhale out. This time the legs are still, we move the spine. Rotate slowly. Down on the right, up on the left, and lengthen. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale, come up and change. So if you're finding your range isn't great just yet, don't worry, we are only mobilizing. And come up. And again. Extend. Hold. Inhale. Exhale, come on up. Last one. Over we go, legs are straight, hips are still. Little connection into your glutes to support your back there. Inhale. And exhale. Come on up. Good. Shift your weight to the right. Slide your left foot a little bit further away and have the toe forward. Now, watch your pelvis hasn't rotated. We're just going to limber into the right leg. So press down and draw back. The right foot is turned, the left foot is forward. And come back. Two more. Inhale, exhale, and one more. Inhale and exhale. Come on down and hold. Good, now palms facing down. Can you sink a little bit deeper? Watch you're not putting too much pressure on this knee. Rotate the hips square to me, please. From here, right hand down, left arm extends. Come across, reach to where the ceiling meets the wall. Hold. If that feels okay, try elbow on thigh. Hold, keep the shoulder back by the ear, inhale. Exhale, push up. Come to center, change your foot position. Right foot forward, left foot rotated, arms out, palms down, just limbering. Inhale to bend, exhale to come back. Inhale to bend. Now draw the abdominals in and squeeze the glutes, get your hips square to me. Hopefully the hips are now opening out. Just that little bit more, one more. Coming down and holding. Brill, rotate, lengthen, shoulder back by the ear, let's look up. Hold it there. Inhale. And exhale. If you're able to come onto that elbow, maybe increase the distance between your feet, please do. Make sure your spine hasn't rotated. Shoulder is back, we're looking up. Inhale. And exhale. Come on back to center. Drop your arms. Walk your feet in. Guys, just come down into ragdoll. Just flop down and relax there. Knees are bent. Head is down. If you're able to hold your elbows, please hold your elbows. And then just have a really gentle rotation towards your right leg and then your left leg. So the legs are still. The spine's just got a gentle sway, little bit of a rotation there. Just one more, and then uncurl your spine for me, please. Lovely. Bring your feet together. Thumbs in the heart center here in the breastbone. Extend your arms up. Now squeeze your glutes, press your ankles together. Your gaze is up to where the ceiling meets the wall. So tighten the glutes. If it feels okay, can you extend this posture? So extended Tadasana, a little bit of a back bend, you need to tighten your glutes. If your back is protesting, please don't back bend just yet. Breathing steadily. Try to relax the shoulders, lengthening out of the waist with or without the back bend. Bring your thumbs down to your heart center and relax. Just give the arms and legs a shake there and let's have a rotation. Good. Okay, so coming back into our warrior pose, let's take the feet wide again, just opening the hips. Can we have the right foot turned out and the left toe forward? Arms out here. Now, ideally, the ankles should be under the wrists, so that's your guideline for how wide you want your feet to be. If you're forcing it, then obviously narrower is fine. Let's sink down into that warrior two again. Hold it there. Now, as you rotate, you can go hand, elbow, or down to the floor if that feels okay. If you're not ready to go there yet, don't worry. You can either put your fingertips on the floor or your palm if you can get there. Rotate and look up. So our yoga breath is breathing in through our nose and out through our nose. Try that for me. It's different than Pilates. I do find that I need to breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. I think I'm preconditioned. Keep lengthening to the ceiling, keep pushing the shoulder back. Take a breath in and on your out breath, push yourself up through right arm and leg. Come to center, lovely. So right toe forward, left toe out, sink down first and hold. And then rotate. Bear in mind you might not be identical from right to left. So elbow to thigh or hand to floor, then lengthen up and look up. Now I can feel I'm much stiffer on this side. Struggling to get my palm down here. Good. Opening, looking up. Try that yoga breath. In through the nose and out through the mouth if you can. If not, just breathe normally all the time, lengthening up. Take one more breath in. On your out breath, push up and hold. Good. Guys, turn your toes forward if you can. Let's see if you can now do wide leg ragdoll. So come on down, cross your elbows, hold the elbows, drop the head between the arms and just hold it there. And you might be able to get your elbows to the floor, or you might just need to hang down gently in that position. Hold it there, please. Let's take one more breath in. And as you breathe out, please put your hands on the floor. Bend your knees and come up slowly and safely with support if you need it. And walk your legs in. Brill. Give those legs a shake for me. Good. Let's go back to standing here in our mountain pose. Thumbs in breastbone, feet together. Tighten your glutes. So we're going to come into tree pose next. Let's just set it up with that extended Tadasana again. So the arms go up first to extend the shoulders. We squeeze the glutes, and if we can safely lift the rib cage and look up, we will. If that's too strong on the back, just grow tall. Take a breath in and a breath out. Thumbs come down to the breastbone, the heart center. We tighten up on the left. We free up the right foot. Now find your focus straight ahead to help you balance. You can do small lift to the ankle or the inside of the calf. You can go a bit higher. You can use your hand to give it a lift up if it needs it. And you may need to hold on to something for support, or maybe put your back against the wall. It is wobbly. I'm wobbling. Whoop. Engage that core. Hold. So let's see if we can push the arms up again. If you're struggling, keep them low. So no back bend here, just lengthening. Gaze is forward. Rubbish at this tonight. Breathe in. And breathe out. Step down and just have a little rotation there to release the back. And we'll set it up on the other side. Ankles together, palms together. Up into Tadasana and then into extension if that feels okay. Squeeze your glutes. Couple of breaths here, please. Coming into mountain pose, thumbs back to the breastbone, spine in neutral, free up your left foot. You can leave the toe on the floor, you can rest on the calf, you can come up to the inner thigh. Tighten the glute and the thigh on the right, pull a tummy in. Whenever you feel ready to extend up, please extend up. So really center yourself, focus on the breath. Now I'm feeling much better on this side. I might regret saying that. Watch your shoulders haven't crept up by your ears. Relax them as much as you can. Pull your tummy in. Give me 2 breaths here. Bring your hands down slowly. And step down. Well done. Give everything a shake there. Guys, let's release the lower back. Come down into squat position and give me cat stretch here. So pelvic tilt round into the lower back, drop the head. And then go the other way, arch the back, tailbone up, open the chest, inhale. Good. So cat-cow, rounding slowly, combining the movement with the breath. And one last time, please. And on your next pelvic tilt, we roll all the way up. Good, okay. We're gonna have a look at our sun salutation next. If you want to do it on your mat, that's fine. Sometimes the mat gets in the way. I'm going to do it without my mat. So I'm going to stand, we stand with our feet together in yoga, but if you'd rather have your feet slightly apart, that's okay. So feet together. Come back up into that extended Tadasana. This is time with our hands wide. Hold it there, inhale. Now from your hip, forward fold into a tabletop. Soften your knees to do it. If your back doesn't like that, then just relax down. But if you can hold here for one in-breath, please do. On the out-breath, relax down and put your palms to the floor. Drop your head. Hold. Breathe in. As you breathe out, walk away slowly into downward dog. Push back through the feet and heels. So your biceps, ears by biceps, hold it there. Can you come forward into plank? Hold. Feet are still together or hip distance apart. Can you slowly lower to your knees? Give me a press up here. Breathe in on the way down. Breathe out on the way up. Come all the way down onto your tummy. Release your toes. Extend up into cobra or up dog. So that might be with straight or bent arms. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck your toes under, squeeze your glutes and lift back into downward dog, and then walk your hands back towards your feet. Hang about down here with your palms down and your head down. Knees are soft. Take a breath in. Breathe out, unroll. Going to do one more round like that. Up into that wide extended Tadasana with or without the back bend. Inhale. Exhale into forward fold. This is a flat back if possible. If you need to just drop down, that's fine. Shouldn't be any back pain. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Palms to the floor. Heel of the hand to the toes, head down. Inhale. Exhale, walk forward. Good. Hold it there. Press the heels down. Press the chest down. Think about lifting your tailbone up. Breathe in. As you breathe out, forward into plank and hold. Inhale here. Exhale, drop to your knees in plank. Inhale to press up. Exhale to push. Lower yourself down onto the floor, release your toes. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under, up into downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your hands towards your feet. Bend your knees and uncurl. Lovely, well done. Okay, can you bring your mat to the floor for me, please? And then tip your screen if you need to. So we're going to work in kneeling to do a hip flexor stretch. You might need a little cushion or something under your knee. So just watch me first. I'm going to come down onto one knee. I'm going to take the other leg forward and I'm going to push into the stretch. So if your knee is telling you that needs something under it, maybe fold your mat over if you're on a hard floor or get a cushion. Just going to tip this camera here. Just change my angle. Good. So I've got my right foot in front, my left knee is on the mat, my toes are released at the back. Now I want to stretch this quadricep and hip flexor. So to do that, I need to take this foot quite far forward. So take a big step so that when you push forward, your knee is only going over your ankle, your toes not disappearing. So let's start here with the thumbs in the breastbone and pull back. Now, if you tuck under here, you'll get a stretch down the quadricep. Good, so we're going to inhale, come forwards, sink into the hip. Exhale, draw back, tuck the pelvis. Inhale, press forward. Exhale, draw back, tuck the pelvis. Couple more. Inhale, sink in. Exhale, draw back and tuck the pelvis. One last time. Inhale, sink down. Exhale, draw back and tuck the pelvis. We're going to come forward and hold. So come forward and hold it there. If you feel like you could increase the distance now, please do. And then extend your arms up if you can. And lift your rib cage if it doesn't cause back pain. So looking up to where the ceiling joins the wall. Holding here for 5 breaths. So focus on the breath. Focus on sinking more deeply into the stretch as you exhale. 2 more breaths here. One more breath. Lovely. Bring your thumbs to your breastbone. Come back out of the stretch. Same leg. Sink down. You might need to bring this leg back a little bit. Just watch me first. I'm going to place my opposite hand on the floor. I'm going to tuck my toes under at the back. Straighten my back leg. I'm going to rotate. Look up. And hold here. So holding, looking up towards the top hand. Keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'm just coming to have a look at you. Good. Pushing that shoulder back a little further. If it's ready to go, one last breath. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And come on down. 2 hands on the floor. Drop your back knee. Bring both hands onto the front thigh. And come back. Try not to put your hands on the floor as you change to the other leg. If you need to put your hands down, that's fine. So again, this knee might not feel the same. It might need a bit more padding. See how you feel. Foot slides quite far forward. Thumbs in the center of the breastbone. Let's just limber first. Inhale to sink. Ankle and knee in alignment. Pull back and tuck the pelvis and lengthen. Inhale, press forward. Exhale, pull back. And my spine has just got a little hinge at the hip because there's no extension in the back just yet. Keep that moving slowly. So just easing into the stretch, letting the hips know there's a big stretch coming. Going to come down and hold the last one. If you feel like your hips have warmed up a bit and you can walk that foot forward, just creep the toes, open the stretch. Pushing up into extension of the shoulders and then lifting the rib cage for extension of the spine. If your back's not crying out, relax the shoulders, look up. Slow breaths here. Focus on the breath, the balance. Think about where you're feeling the stretch. Can you increase the range of movement? One more breath here. Thumbs coming down to heart center, weight transferring. Good. Coming forwards. Hands are down. Tuck the toes under at the back. Push up. And just adjust yourself if you need to. Sometimes if you're too wide, you can't rotate. So my right hand is down, my left foot is forward. I'm opening the chest, extending the arm, and looking up. If you're trying to keep your back leg quite straight, it might be protesting, mine wants to bend. And then I'm opening my chest, breathing slowly. Each time you exhale, see if you can just rotate that little bit further. Don't force it. Couple more breaths here. On your last out breath, come down to the floor with the hands. Drop the back knee. And this time we're going to just release the leg around and come down into shell stretch or child's pose if that feels good. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Just pushing the bum towards the feet. If it feels okay, just put your hands under your head and adjust your leg position. Open your knees out to the sides of the mat and put your toes together. So you've got a bit of a diamond shape through the legs. And then push your bum back towards your feet if you are pain-free. And then extend both arms out in front of you if that feels okay. Push the chest and the forehead down to the mat. All the time pushing the pelvis towards the feet to open the hips if that feels okay. Slowly start to draw your hands in towards your knees. Bring them under your shoulders, support your body weight. Uncurl your spine, please. Good. Come on down onto your bottom. And then let's sit up on the bum bones. Feet slightly forward. tummy pulled in. Let's just have some pelvic tilts here. Inhale. Exhale, scoop around and roll. Drop the head, look towards the navel. Roll forward, sit tall, breathe in. Exhale. Just a couple more, just mobilizing the spine. Open the chest and then scoop and roll and round the shoulders. Inhaling up and exhaling back. So last one. Inhale up and stay there. Exhale. Place your hands behind you. Transfer your weight back and open your chest, look up. Poke the chin a little if that doesn't strain the neck. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stay there, please. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good, guys. Leave your hands where they are. Just relax your spine and your arms. And then bring your heels in a little bit closer and just rock your knees from right to left. We sometimes do this lying on the floor. Let one leg rotate internally as the other leg rotates externally. So just starting to release the hips on that rotation. It's going to have a go at our pigeon pose next. We need to check how the hips feel. And we need to get them moving. So come on back to center, please. Now I'm staying side on in the hope that this is the best way for you to see me, but I will adjust myself if necessary. So I'm going to rotate, and if I'll go on my right side, so that's why it's better side on, so we're all on the same side, not facing. I'm going to rotate to my right side till my left knee comes down, and then I'm going to sit up tall. So foot to knee if you can. Now it might have pushed you over to one side. I'll come around this way a little bit. But you want to really be square with this front shin. So lengthen up your spine, please. Place your palms on the floor and gradually just start to walk the hands forward. Fold yourself down. If you can get your elbows to the floor or your forehead to the floor, please do. But if not, just hold there and take some breaths. And each time you breathe out, just think about sinking a little bit closer to the floor. So this is our hurdler stretch, and we're just going to hold here for a couple more breaths before we come into the more advanced pigeon pose. If you want to stay in hurdler stretch, that's fine. Guys, if it's feeling okay, slide your left leg out behind you and see if you can straighten it. So it's coming from the here, extending out to the back. And then if you can lift your hips up and come onto your elbows, please do. So our body is square to the floor. Okay, so my right foot is sort of underneath my left hip, if you like. If you need to just adjust the position of your legs, that's fine. Have a shufti. And the back leg is extended out to the back, but it doesn't have to lock. It should be nice and relaxed on the floor. So your hips, shoulders and spine should be square to the floor. And we should feel quite a deep stretch into that right buttock. Guys, just gently rock your pelvis from right to left. And you'll find where your hips are tighter. And then maybe just hold in that tight spot for a couple of breaths. I want you to think about rolling back down onto the right buttock and then drawing the left leg in and coming round. Can you cross your legs and forward fold? Lovely, well done. Take some breaths there. And then uncurl. Guys, before we do the other side, let's just release the spine. One hand down, any hand, just come up and across, lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, come back and go the other way. So just limber in the spine, inhale. Exhale, come back. Let's have a couple more. Reach, inhale. Exhale, come back. Last one, inhale. Exhale, come back. And so let's go into the hurdler stretch with the left leg in front. So I'll just turn around so you can see me. I'm going to take my right knee to my left toe. So at the moment my weight is over towards my left buttock. I'm going to try and come a little bit more central. Adjust your legs if you need to. And then I'm going to try and get my elbows lined up with this left shin. So I'm just relaxing down. If it's giving you knee or hip pain, adjust yourself. You might just be slightly off centre and need an adjustment. So we're just breathing into this stretch first. And the hips won't be identical. I can feel this is my tighter side. So start to think about that yoga breath. Can you breathe in through your nose and out through your nose? When you are ready, lift up off the left buttock, slide your right leg out behind you. And then rotate your hips square to the floor. If you need to move this left leg around a little bit, just grab the foot and move it. And then the weight is into the arms. Both hips may well be off the floor, mine are, but try to get your hips square to the floor, so hips and shoulders square. Make sure you've got some weight in your arms so it's not all in your hips. And then we are breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Have a little rock of your pelvis from right to left. And find where the tight point is. And then just hold over that tight point. And breathe into it. Two more breaths. Last one. Drop back down onto that left hip. And then come on up and bring the leg around. Well done. Cross the legs. Let's extend up, inhale. Exhale, come back over. So starting to get some movement back through the spine after it's been in that fixed position. One last time, inhale. And exhale. Brilliant. Okay, take both legs in front of you with your knees bent and gently bring yourself down onto the floor. If you want to put a cushion or something similar under your head, please do. And if you need to take your lights down a little bit, that's fine. Mine are just on so you can see me. So my head is supported, my shoulders are relaxed. I'm going to extend my legs out along the floor. My arms are down by the side of the body. Palms are facing the ceiling. And this is our corpse pose. My favourite pose. Close your eyes if you wish. Try to focus on that yoga breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And maybe set yourself a rhythm. Can you inhale slowly for 4? And exhale slowly for 4. Think about breathing into the rib cage and abdominals. Not breathing into the shoulders and the breastbone. Send the breath down. In your own time, bend your right knee and place the foot on the floor. Left leg remains straight. Take your arms out chest height. Good. So we're going to pick up the right knee if we can, hold it with the left hand, and then rotate across to the opposite side slowly and carefully to release the hip and the lower back. Just hold it there. If you've got any pain in the knee, hip or back, just come back or maybe rest the foot on the floor. Otherwise, we're using our left hand as a lever to pull that right leg across. Breathing into the stretch. Coming back to center slowly. Placing the right foot on the floor. Arms out to the side. Draw your left leg in, please. Slide your right leg away along the floor. Picking up the left knee with the right hand. Imprint your spine and rotate across. It might not go far at first. Guys, come a little bit higher on your thigh with your hand to take the pressure off the kneecap, and that should also assist the stretch. So just breathing deeply and letting gravity gradually, just 1 millimeter at a time, rotate you further. Maybe take your leg closer to the floor. Draw down on your abdominals and come back to center. Bring both knees into the chest and draw a circle with your pelvis. So let's go for one way and then for the other way. That is the floorboard, not my spine creaking. Come back to center. Guys, we're going to set up the stretch again that you've just done, but watch me first. I'm going to slide my left leg away. If you're able this time to hold your toe, push up and come across, give that a go. If that's too intense, go back to hand on thigh. Hold it there. So the leg is just straightened a little bit more than it was, but the knee is still bent because obviously our leg is longer than our arm. Trying to keep both shoulders down. Bend the knee more to come back. Well done. Change to the other side. So if you hook your 2 fingers around the inside of your toe, then slide your right leg away. Left arm across the floor. Rotate over with the shoulders down. Holding there, breathing into the stretch. It might feel more intense on one side than the other. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose if you can. Drawing down on your abdominals and bending your knee to come back to center. Place both feet on the floor, knees bent. Can you take your feet the width of the mat? Open knee, hip roll right and left to release. So one final stretch to take our legs in the opposite direction. Can you draw both legs in and put the soles of your feet together? Take hold of your ankles if you can. Press your elbows back on the insides of your thighs. If that's enough for you, stay there. If you can hook your 2 fingers around your big toes, please go there. And the legs come out with bent knees. So our happy baby pose. Press the back into the floor. Now the choice is yours with this. It's more of a stretch into the hips if you're pushing bent knees down. It's more of a stretch into the inner thigh if you extend your legs. And it's okay for the bottom to lift off the floor if it wants to lift. So holding with bent knees or straight legs, depending on where you want to feel the stretch. Breathing into it. Couple more breaths here. And so if your legs are currently straight now, please bend them. Put the soles of your feet back together, hold the ankles. And then if you're able to, come to the floor with the soles of the feet together and the knees out to the side. Place your hands on your rib cage. Close your eyes and just breathe in through the nose and out through the nose slowly if you can. Keep that moving. Breathing slow and steady. So hopefully your body's feeling nice and warm. So you're breathing cool air in through the nose, expelling warm air out of the body through the nose if you can. You're struggling with that breath pattern, you can breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. On your next out breath, pull down on your tummy and draw your knees in. Good. Slide your legs away, give me a full body stretch. Arms overhead, inhale. Holding there, exhaling. Breathing into the diaphragm. Let's have a couple more breaths here. On your next out breath, draw down on your abdominals, float your arms back over to the side of your body. Draw your legs in one at a time, please. Gently roll onto any side of your body and then push yourself up to the seated position and cross your legs, please. So sitting tall, opening the chest, relaxing the shoulders. Slight nod of the chin. Can you turn your head to the right, release the neck. Come into center, inhale. Turn your head to the left. Be aware of the range of movement. Inhale. Exhale, slight nod of the chin. Turn the head to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate left. Come to center. Can you make a C curve with your spine? Melt it down, drop your head. Sit up tall, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, make that C curve. Inhale, sit tall, stay tall. Exhale, stay here. Thumbs in the breastbone. Stretch up, inhale. Exhale, come down. Give me bow, namaste. Come up. And just in your own time, guys, hands down, legs out, and just give them a shake. And then when you're ready, you can bring yourself in and come on up.